Hey guys, it's Car Guy 11. Today I'm in a Jeep Wrangler JK. Now this is the previous generation. The new one is the JL, but a lot of the same similar traits in the JK. We're going to do a little drive review for you guys, and I'm going to compare a little bit to the Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk I have. And I know a lot of you guys say only the Wrangler is a real Jeep, so we're gonna show you why it's a real Jeep, and maybe you don't want a real Jeep, put it that way. So just traveling along here on a country road. The ride is pretty busy. You can feel every bump and it sways a lot. When you're hitting the corners, you're feeling that body roll a lot. You're sitting high up, of course, which is a good thing. And you're just getting every bump, every little pebble on the road you're feeling. It doesn't soak up too well, which is a little surprising because the suspension is rather soft, as you can see with the swaying and everything. So here we're coming to a stop. I'll do a little acceleration for you. Not bad, not bad. This is the 3.6 liter V6 Pentastar, and this is the two-door I'm in. So it weighs a lot less than the four-door. It's plenty of power, actually. That's not a complaint. Now the four doors are a little bit underpowered due to that increase in weight. All right, we're gonna take it out on the highway here. And I'm not sure if you can hear, but there's plenty of wind noise. And this is the hard top with the glass windows, you know, full doors, hard top with the, even has the sound deadening material on the roof. A little bit of carpeting up here. It is pretty quiet in here for a Wrangler. I've been in plenty of Wranglers that are much noisier with the soft top, but you still get plenty of wind noise, around 70 mile an hour here. Yeah, it's definitely not as quiet as a normal car. Now, if you want a convertible experience with a four-wheel drive, this is about your only way to get that SUV convertible. And if you're into that, that's definitely something the Wrangler has going for it. But as far as, you know, taking trips in it and things like that, you are making compromises. In addition, the fuel economy is definitely not as good. I'm averaging around 15 miles per gallon, and that's with a mixed highway city, mostly highway actually, and that's quite a bit lower than I get with my Cherokee Trailhawk. In addition to two-door, it's pretty tough to get into the back seat and load items in the back. It's just, you gotta fold the seat and push it forward, and just not as convenient. And in addition, the rear tailgate opens, but there's not too much space back there. And of course, it's not power or anything. So there is a loss of versatility in the same size vehicle as the Cherokee. Now coming to a stop here, you'll notice a considerable amount of nosedive, and that's just for any kind of stop. And then of course, when you're accelerating, you'll get the nose lift. So that's pretty much sums up the handling. It's wobbly. You get front, rear, and side-to-side motions. And of course, you don't get too much confidence in the handling when it's like that. The steering itself is pretty lifeless. You can move the steering on center and nothing really happens. It has a very disconnected feel. I'm gonna take a couple more tight turns here. Yeah, it's not very confidence inspiring for sure. But it holds it. Tires are nice size, 255s all around. This is just the Sport. No Rubicon here or anything. The brakes are kind of mushy. You gotta push them pretty good. You feel every bump. So you got to be prepared for the ride. I mean, it's way better than it used to be. I had a TJ when I was younger, and that thing rode a lot worse, but still, they made improvements, but it's still on the rough side compared to today's standards. So overall, I would definitely recommend driving one of these before you buy. And also, if you're not going to be off-roading this thing, really consider something else. This is meant for off-road, and of course, that's where it excels at. And I just don't off-road all that often, so that's why I went with the Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk. Gives you the rugged looks. It gives you some off-road ability with the 4-low and the locking rear. Definitely doesn't have the suspension articulation that this does, but you know, it does the job if you need it. And I like the rugged looks of the Trailhawk. This of course is very rugged, but you make a lot of compromises. So you're making compromises in fuel economy, handling, power. In the 2-door is not bad, but 4-door you're definitely going to make a compromise in power. And then, you know, steering, braking. So, and then just the overall versatility. You're not getting those luxury features, which of course it's a Wrangler. So, but anyway, guys, I just wanted to make some of those comparisons. I know everyone's like, oh, you're not driving a real Jeep. So I'm driving a Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk, and I'm happy with my decision. If I wanted a real Jeep, if I took it off-road a lot, then I would get the Wrangler. And these are very pricey as well. I mean, you're spending probably more for a Wrangler than, you know, a Cherokee or even a Grand Cherokee sometimes. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to do this little comparison. If you want a convertible experience, though, you got to go Wrangler. And of course, if you're going to build it up and lift it, there's tons of aftermarket support for Wrangler. So I respect that as well. But just be aware, you are making a compromise going with the Wrangler for on-road driving. So anyway, guys, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.